Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Sarah Mustafa from Dentist Channel.Online. Welcome to today's webinar about dental marketing and ongoing social media trends. While we are waiting for the participants to join the session, I will introduce you to our company. Dentist Channel Online is a digital dental media company. It is your marketing solution for dental events, product launches, workshops, and courses. We also provide a collection of scientific articles and blogs about different topics in dentistry. We work hard to be your first-hand information on the technological advancements in the dental field. Now it's time to start the session about dental marketing and ongoing social media trends. If you have any question about this topic, please feel free to ask it in the question and answer box, and we will answer each question at the end of the session. I will start by introducing today's session speaker, Dr. Madiha Aftab. Dr. Aftab completed her BDS from Al-Tamash Institute of Dental Medicine, Karachi in 2016. Since then, she has been working at multiple private practices, Medident clinics being the primary clinic where she worked for 5.5 years. During this time, she gave her Royal College membership exam and also attended numerous national and international conferences. She also got her certification in dental lasers and invisible braces. After working in the dental industry for multiple years, she planned to open her own private practice called the Dental District. Welcome, Dr. Madiha Aftab. It's our pleasure to have you with us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me over, and this means a lot. Should we start or wait for a few more minutes?
Yes, doctor, you can start the presentation.
Okay, so as you all heard already, my name is Dr. Madiha, and today we will be talking about dental marketing and the ongoing social media trends. Before I talk about this, I'll just tell you guys a little bit about myself. I graduated in 2016, as Sarah already mentioned. And after that, I've worked at multiple private practices until 8 months ago when I opened my own private practice by the name of the Dental District. When I was working at multiple practices, I realized that there's such amazing practices, amazing dentists with great work, but nobody was marketing dentistry properly. And so I decided to market my work. And so in 2016, I made my Instagram page, and I started uploading posts about oral hygiene and dentistry and my cases. And then I realized that a lot of people started following me, and eventually I had a patient following of my own. So when I had a patient following of my own, I decided that it's time that I should have my own private practice, hence the Dental District. So let's move on to our topic, dental marketing. Today, we're going to be talking about branding and goal, target audience, what is digital marketing and channels of digital marketing, why dental marketing is important, website, SEO, social media, online reputation management, why should dental practice do social media marketing, and social media implementation. Starting off, when I started my own private practice, I realized that branding is super important. When you're branding your practice, you need to make sure that your brand has a tagline. For instance, for my practice, the Dental District means anxiety-free dentistry. And that is something I wanted to incorporate in my practice, and I wanted to market it. So, like I started started telling my patients how we make sure that we provide anxiety-free dentistry. We have a ceiling TV where people can watch their favorite movie while we're treating them. There's a coffee machine in the waiting area. They can come in, have a cup of coffee while reading a magazine. There's a waterfall in the waiting area, which has a very calming and soothing sound. So I wanted to make sure that we brand our clinic as anxiety-free dentistry. Secondly, I had a goal when I was naming the practice. I wanted to it was in my head that eventually in the future, I wanted to have many more practices, many more go both national and international. So that's why I wanted to add the word district to it. So basically, we had decided a brand and a goal, what my goal was, and incorporated that. And hence, this is a very important part of your marketing strategy. You should have a very well defined goal. Why do we need digital marketing? For me, it is all about how we turn our casual visitors into actual customers. At the end of the day, we are marketing our practice to have a greater footfall, greater patients, right? Okay. So before, previously, we didn't have digital marketing. It was all about newspapers, magazines, brochures, poll posters, billboards. In this era, hardly people read newspapers or magazines. They have their phones in their hands all the time. Their laptops, their iPads, their phones, they're always on the social media, basically. So because they're always on their phones, so that's why now digital marketing is so important. What is actually digital marketing? So digital marketing is basically how we use the internet to connect to our target audience and how to bring in potential patients. This is going to be a little technical for you guys because this is something I learned from my marketing team. Because as dentists, we know everything about dentistry, but we don't know much about marketing. And hopefully, after this presentation today, you'll know a bit about marketing. So basically, digital marketing has 6 very important things. Firstly, content marketing. Secondly, search engine marketing, SEO. Third, website, social media marketing, pay-per-click, and online reputation management. I will be talking about each of these things separately. So when you say the word content marketing, it comes in your head automatically that you should have good content. So even if we have like an Instagram page or like a Facebook page, we need to make sure that our content is relevant and consistent and something that will attract our potential patients. It has to be in layman terms. It has to be, maybe it is about oral hygiene awareness, or maybe it is some treatment of your patient you've done and you want to show it to people. So your content has to be very relevant. It should attract people. And if your content is good, you will automatically get engagement. People will start liking your like work. They'll see that your content is good and you're targeting the right things, like oral hygiene awareness. People don't know what pits and fissure sealants are. People don't know what fluoride treatment is. So you're basically creating awareness and they would want to come to you for that particular thing. And eventually that will increase the footfall of patients at your practice. Moving on. So search engine optimization. Nowadays, even if we want to go to a good restaurant, we would just, like search it on Google.
Dr. Madiha, slides
Yeah.
are not changing. Can you do a slideshow like we did before?
Okay, great. Which slide are you on?
We're still on slide 1.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You should
No
have told me
problem.
this. Okay, wait. I'll do it again. Can you see now?
Yes. Now we're on slide. Yes. Now it's working better. Thank you.
So do you want me to go through the slides again?
Yes, if you wish.
Previous ones, or is it okay?
If you wish to go back briefly, yes.
Okay, great. So we're going to start from the second slide. This one? Is this one okay?
Yes, doctor, please.
Okay. So you know how I was talking about how branding is super important. For instance, for me, when I started my practice 8 months ago, I basically wanted a very short and memorable, precise tagline for my brand. And for me, it was anxiety-free dentistry. And I wanted to make sure that I market that. We offer anxiety-free dentistry. And how do we do it? We have ceiling TV where patients can watch their favorite movie while we're treating them. There's a coffee machine in the waiting area. They can come in, have a cup of coffee while they're reading a magazine. There's a waterfall in the waiting area, which is very soothing and calming. There are a lot of candles. It's a very soothing environment. Secondly, you should have a definite goal. So when I was naming my practice, my goal was to basically expand in the future, have multiple, like branches of the dental district, both nationally and internationally. And that's why I put in the word district in it. And I wanted to make sure that we hopefully, inshallah, expand in the future. So why is digital marketing important? It is all about how we turn our casual visitors into actual customers. So to increase the footfall of our patients at our practice. So over the years, marketing has changed a lot. Are we on the same slide, the marketing one?
We're on the slide, how has marketing evolved over the years?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So previously, it was all billboards and pole posters, all of those things. But now it has completely changed. Nowadays, everybody has a phone in their hand. They're always on the social media. So we need to utilize that to digital market, digital basically marketing, ways of digital marketing to market. Digital marketing is very important. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing is basically how we use the internet to basically target our potential patients. We are using forms of social media and ways of basically internet to target an audience and basically potential audience and bring them at our practice, make them our potential customers or patients. There's 6 things which are very important in digital marketing. Hello?
Yes, doctor, it seems that your internet connection is not very stable. You can reshare your screen, please.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, so 6 things are very important in digital marketing. It is content marketing, search engine optimization, website, social media marketing, pay-per-click, and online reputation management. These are things which are probably going to sound French to you right now, but we will, I will make sure that by the end of this presentation, you guys understand what it is.
Yes, doctor, can you please do a slideshow as before?
Okay, great. I'll do it. Is it okay now?
Just a second. We can see the slide of content marketing.
Yes, that is it. That's the slide. Okay. So basically, content marketing, when you say the word content marketing, you know that it is all about what sort of content you produce. Your content has to be very relevant and consistent and precise, and it should attract your target audience. Your content can be about oral hygiene awareness or your cases or about how your practice is different from the others. It has to attract potential clients, and eventually when somebody looks at your content and they're interested in it and they like it, they will eventually come to your practice for treatments. So that's why it is important that you produce good content and you consistently produce good content, because if you produce one post which is very nice but your next 3-4 posts aren't as good, then you lose your following and eventually your patients. So that's why content marketing, good content marketing, is very important. Okay, moving on to social media, importance of SEO, search engine optimization.
Doctor,
Search
sorry
engine optimization.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you, but you're on slide 7 now.
Search engine, yeah, SEO.
Yes, it's we still see we're still seeing the content marketing slide. I don't know
Wait,
why.
wait a minute. It's probably the internet. Is it okay now? Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll do it. I'll basically close it again and open it again on every slide. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Please.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, so SEO basically stands for search engine optimization. Basically, what it means in layman terms is that whenever somebody searches dental clinics, maybe in Pakistan or Karachi, your practice should be the first one to pop up on the top, basically. So you pay to be on the top. Like I've posted this screenshot of a dental clinic and it says ad, right? So this clinic, basically this practice paid for search engine optimization. So for instance, like nowadays Google search engine is very common. We use it for a lot of things. We want to find a restaurant or like a designer, whatever. So we use a Google search engine. So if people search for dentist nearby or dentist near me, your practice should be the first one popping up so that they instantly click on the first link and there you go, you have a patient for you. So that's why search engine optimization is super important. Okay, moving on. Website. So how people think like website is not important. Instagram and Facebook are the most important, but I disagree. Website is something which is there 24/7. On a website, you basically put all the information about your clinic, be it about your team, introduction of your team, details of your doctors, procedure videos, patient cases, patient reviews, testimonial videos, detailed about all the procedures you're offering. And it's there always. So basically, it's not disappearing. So if somebody wants to even book an appointment, they can just click on the book an appointment tab, and there you go. You have a potential patient. So basically, websites are something which are very important. Basically, you with a via a website, you have an online presence 24/7. There's 24/7 customer support. Like it shows your credibility. It increases clientele and it's very cost effective. Trust me, a basic website does not cost much. Apart from websites, something very important is our email and SMS. So like how at my practice I have my patient records, right? So I ask my receptionist to, whenever we're introducing something like aligners or maybe something in dental lasers, I'd make sure that we make a message or an email and send it to all our patients so that they're aware of us having something new at our practice and they would come in for it. So that is something which is very important. There you go, you're marketing your practice, the new technology you're introducing at your practice. Okay, moving on. Now, the most important thing, social media marketing. So as soon as we hear the word social media, a few things pop up: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, right? So for me, I believe Facebook and Instagram are the two most important things for your marketing. With Instagram, people just think that if they just put up a post and that's it, there you go, that's marketing. That's not true. When you're putting a post on Instagram, you need to see the time. For instance, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. is the time when people are on a lunch break, and that is when they pick up their phones and they're just scrolling through social media, and that is when you'll get the most engagement. Another example, after 5 p.m., when people are actually done with their work and their jobs and they're free, they sit with a cup of coffee, they're relaxing, there you go, they're going to start scrolling on social media. The third most important time, post 12 a.m., when people are free and they can't sleep, there you go, they're just looking on at Instagram at different things, and that is when you get the most engagement. So the timing of post publication is very important. If you like put up a post at maybe, let's say, 3 p.m. during the day, nobody will actually see it because they're busy working, so you won't get that much of engagement. Another most important thing is basically our hashtags. Hashtags are very important. So when you use hashtags, for example, winners, crowns, dental awareness, aesthetic dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dentists nearby, all of these things. So whenever somebody is searching, for instance, veneers, your post will pop up instantly and you get a follower and eventually a potential patient. So you should make sure that whenever you're posting something, you put a lot of hashtags and a lot of relevant hashtags. The third important thing, tagging brands. So I realized this kind of late, but you know how Pilot Dent is a very good brand and I've been using it. It's a US based brand. And I started tagging them. And when basically, like I started tagging them almost in every post. And 2 weeks ago, I got an email and they asked me to basically, they wanted to collaborate with me and they wanted to publish my cases on their social media. So, like this was an amazing feeling because, where how people know that I use Paradent and good products nationally, maybe in Pakistan, but now I'm getting, like people are going to know internationally also. And basically, eventually people are going to start looking at your cases and your work, and eventually you're going to get more patients. Fourth thing is that when you put up things on Instagram, people put up pictures and videos, stories and reels, right? So I've noticed this, that you get more engagement on videos, reels and stories compared to pictures. Because when you put up a video or a story, people actually watch it till the end, and like you get more engagement compared to a picture. They just look at it and then they scroll up. So basically, reels, videos are and stories are very important. And then their ads. You can sponsor a post on Instagram and it will pop up automatically when somebody is like scrolling on Instagram, your clinic or whatever, your like whatever post you've sponsored, it will pop up on their Instagram. And then eventually, if it is interesting and the content is good, they will come to you for treatment. Another important thing is that before, when people used to use newspapers, magazines as a marketing strategy, they did not know if it's actually working or not. But nowadays, with digital marketing, if your marketing is working or not, there's something called insights on Instagram, where can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, doctor, we can hear
Okay,
you.
great. Okay, great. So insight is something on Instagram, and insights are very important. So basically, if you're doing your marketing properly, you can basically see through insights. It will show that if you're targeting the right audience, what age group are you targeting, which people are you targeting, which country you're targeting. It will show you everything, and then you'll know if your marketing is okay or you're not marketing properly. So the results, you'll know the results. You don't have to wait for the results. You can see it right after you've put up a post. um, Influencers really work on Instagram in the sense, if somebody has a huge following and you collaborate with them, and if somebody has genuine organic following and you collaborate with them and ask them to tag you or your practice, you will eventually get patients and followers, and people would want to come to you for the treatment you've given to that particular influencer. But it does not always work, because some influencers don't have organic following. So you need to see who are the people who actually have organic following. Then you can put in highlights, like I've put up a screenshot here, and you can see smile makeover, patient diaries, TDD. So highlights don't disappear, they're always there. So basically, if somebody wants to come, basically somebody comes to your page and they want to see what smile makeovers you've done, they can see it via the highlights. Then the most important thing are patient reviews. Patient reviews have gotten more importance now compared to word of mouth. For instance, if we have to go to a restaurant and we look at the reviews and ratings, and if somebody has given a bad review to a restaurant, or a restaurant does not have a good review, we will not go there, right? Same is the case over here. If we put our good reviews, and we have our neutral reviews or bad reviews, whatever, reviews are very important. So you need to make sure that you put in your reviews out there. For instance, if your patient is happy, make sure that you make a small video and post it on your Instagram. So these are very important things in social media marketing. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about pay per click. So pay per click is basically a little technical, but I'm not going to go into the details of this because I'm sure you guys want to understand this. And it took me a little time to understand this myself from my marketing team. So basically, pay per click is when you sponsor an ad, for instance, on Instagram, or when you pay Google to put your, like ad on the top. So when somebody, for instance, if you've paid $3 for an advertisement, and through that ad, if somebody clicks on that ad and actually turns up at your clinic and get treatment done in $300, there you go, you get a profit. You get a good patient also, you get a profit also. So that's why pay per click is also very effective. It's cost effective because it's not too expensive. And basically you can decide if you want to, like, do it for $3 or $300 or whatever, and you get a greater return. So basically, pay per click is something which you should also think about. It is super important. Um, then let's talk about online reputation. This is something which people don't talk about. So online reputation basically means, how you're maintaining your reputation online. So if somebody has a negative comment, how do you answer to that comment? Do you just ignore it? Do you delete it? Do you not answer it? So with negative comments, you have to make sure that you respond quickly and you're empathetic. You show empathy. If you respond quickly and you show empathy, you're basically your patient is not going to go away. He's going to be your patient. So you have to be quick, you have to be empathetic, and you have to make sure that you're responding to these negative comments and not ignoring them. It is very important. 48% complaints are done on public forums, that is Facebook. 80% of consumers say they trust online reviews. So basically, that, like I said before, online reviews are very important, and people actually trust online reviews. Okay, moving on. I hope you guys can hear me clearly.
Yes, doctor, it's clear.
Great. Okay, so why is dental marketing important? Um, why do we need to basically market our practice? So basically, it's simple. Like I said before, we're marketing our work, we're marketing our practice to increase footfall, to be out there, so that more people know what we're doing, how we're doing, what things we're using, how we are different from others. um like, I used to work at a practice before, like I said, and they used to use amazing things, and one of the best practices I've been at, but they wouldn't market themselves, and they weren't out there in the radar. So people did not know what they're doing, right? So until and unless you don't market what you're doing and how you're doing and how you're different, nobody will actually come to you, right? So that's why dental marketing is very important. Digital marketing is very effective. It is not expensive. It is effective. You can easily measure if it's working or not via insights. You can see what your competitors are doing. You can target the exact audience. For instance, in one post, I'm targeting peds dentistry. So I have a post where it's all about peds dentistry. And in the next post, I'm probably talking about dentures. So you can target, all sorts of age groups in different posts, and it's pretty easy. And basically, through digital marketing, you're there 24/7, be it via website, be it via Instagram, be it via WhatsApp. You're there 24/7 for your patient. So if somebody is in pain, they don't have to wait for the next morning to actually get in touch with you. They can basically do it digitally. So that's why digital marketing is so important. Okay, moving on. What are we really marketing in dentistry? So either we are marketing educational posts for general awareness, brushing, flossing, rinsing. People actually don't know how to properly brush their teeth. but we want to create awareness, right? So we're actually marketing general awareness, oral hygiene awareness. We're marketing actual patient cases to attract future patients, our protocols, our sterilization, or maybe our intraoral cameras or dental lasers, whatever things we're using. So we're basically marketing how we're different from others. And our target audience. So we're targeting our present patients and our potential patients. Okay, so if we introduce something new, so we're targeting our present and potential patients both. And we're also targeting fellow dentists. For instance, like if some dentist is looking at our work and they're impressed by our work. So, we make sure that, and they want to know what we're doing. So we're basically explaining it to them that, oh, this is the material I'm using and you should buy it. Or maybe, so basically we're targeting our fellow dentists also. Okay, moving on. What are we gaining from social media as dentists? Okay, so basically the end result is to where we want to educate our patients. We want greater footfall at our practice. We want to be more visible out there, to connect with potential patients again. And we're basically also targeting specific brands who want to maybe collaborate with us in the future. Okay, so there's some facts mentioned in this slide that 77% people use the internet to search for a reliable dental clinic. 62% basically trusted dentists with the social media. So if somebody is basically put up a social media review, so 62% of people would actually trust that. 88% of Google searches that have the near me keyword. So these are some of the facts about dental marketing. Very important thing, dental photography. So dental photography is something that is that a lot of people don't concentrate on. Camera with a dedicated macro lens and flash, retractors, mirrors, contrasters. So dental photography is basically important for both record purposes, to show our patient their before and after, and also to market ourselves and our cases and our work, right? So some tips are that whenever you're taking pictures, make sure that you're taking the pre and post-op pictures in the same surgery so the lighting is same. Because if the exposure of the pre-picture is different from the post picture, it will look edited. People can actually see that you've edited or you've done something different. You should always take the patient's consent, and you should take both retracted and smiling pictures. Okay, moving on. These are some healthcare insights. Over 77% now use the internet to search for a reliable dental clinic. Again, around 88% of Google searches that have the near me word, you guys already know. And this is a picture of my
I think Dr. Madiha has a problem with her internet connection. Let us wait for her a bit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, doctor.
So where did you?
I think slide 20. Can you? Yes, I will.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
this.
So this one, okay.
Yes.
So basically, it again, why marketing is important for us to remain on the top, to tell people what our brand is about and how we're different from others, and to basically add credibility. We're almost done. This is my team, and these are some pictures from my practice, and we're done. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much, doctor, for this informative session. So meanwhile, I'll ask your permission to introduce our company to all the participants, and I request all the participants to kindly put their questions in the question and answer box. I will share my screen in a bit. So this is our organization, Dentist Channel Online, Healthy Smiles, Wealthy Lives. Dentist Channel Online is India's first digital dental media company. We did webinars and courses with more than 400 national and international speakers, many successful world implant expos, and much more. If you're not a Prime member yet, kindly join our family using the link provided in the chat box. So you'll get a free certificate of participation after every event and exclusive offers and discounts on our on-site and online paid workshops and courses. Most importantly, Prime members will be awarded with one CPG CE point for each webinar. You can use my code SAR100 to benefit from a discount, so you'll be paying around $10 per year. This is an example of the certificate of participation that you will get after every event. About our upcoming webinars, we have one happening on May 23 at 11:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time with Dr. Pooja about interproximal reduction, and another one on May 24, also at 11:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time with Dr. Ernest. He will be talking about post-treatment disease in endodontics and techniques to avoid them. I request all the participants to kindly save this number and then send a message on WhatsApp with their name, so they will be added to our broadcast list and they will receive everything about our upcoming dental webinars and courses. Today's webinar is sponsored by NovaMind. NovaMind offers a full spectrum of implants and prosthetic solutions that accommodate any clinical needs in modern implantology. We successfully supply highly demanded dental implants types called internal hex, tissue level, bone level, and active conical connection. Our EU production unit and product quality is appreciated worldwide. Dental implants and dental restorative solutions produced maintaining all the standards of EU medical device regulatory. Products are manufactured in Athens, Greece, and distributed worldwide with more than 1 million happy restorations. If you want to know more about NovaMind, you can check their website. Last but not least, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So now we can move on to the question and answer session. Dr. Manasi is asking, how can the dental trend be attractive and demystified for our audience? And also, what all points should be kept in mind while posting any content regarding dentistry?
Okay, so your content has to be attractive, and what are the ways you can make it attractive? So basically, if you put in like fun transition videos using TikTok, this is something new I've learned recently. It gets a lot of engagement. You can basically like if your content is relevant, basically if you put something which is very technical, layman terms, or if you're not using layman terms, people won't be able to connect with it. So make sure that whenever you're posting something, it is in layman terms and it is easy for them to understand, so that they can easily approach you for that particular treatment. Make sure that you're focusing on things others are missing. Like, not a lot of people talk about preventive dentistry, pits and fissure sealants, fluoride treatments. Mostly people are talking about aesthetic dentistry. So you should maybe, like, concentrate on preventive dentistry. Make sure that you have some pictures, some clinical cases you're putting in. Maybe make a video how it's painless and how quick the procedure is, and how the patient doesn't feel anything. So basically, these are things you need to keep in mind when you're making a post, or like, basically creating content.
So I think that's it. We don't have any other question. I would like to thank you so much, Dr. Madiha, for this informative session. It was a very nice presentation. It was a pleasure having you on our platform.
Thank you so much. It was amazing to be here. Sorry for the internet connection issues. I didn't know about that, but it was great.
No problem at all. It was a very great session. Thank you so much for everything. And we are looking forward to organizing more webinars with you in the future, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Have a good